How y'all doing? My name is Lukey Bolin, and this is your Hell or High Water 2010 recap, the 9th annual Hell or High Water, and boy, did we kick it off in massive style. It couldn't have been any bigger than Sebastian Sander one-on-one with Bobby Marshall.
Turned into a brawl there momentarily. Big boot to the...
Oh, overhead belly to belly.
Proudly representing Team All-Star. Oh, scissor kick.
Wow. Ready to dive.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a big splash. At the end of the day, it was the former EPW champion, Bobby Marshall, who had his hand raised in victory. With a handful of tights, that does the job. Next up in action was Marcus Pitt taking on the future Dan Moore. And can we pause for a second and talk a little about Dan Moore's new attire? Wow. Men don't really wear bras and battle armor. The future charges. Marcus Pitt is...
Dan Moore gets his Irish whip reversed. Oh, pounds! Use all his wits he can, cause...
The future Dan Moore mounted a big comeback, but it just wasn't enough to put away the big golden Greek, Marcus Pitt, who walked away with the victory. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Next up, well, it was supposed to be Michael Moliani, the Don, taking on Gary Schmidt. However, the gorgeous one, well, basically had no opponent.
Due to circumstances beyond his control, Michael Moliani will not be appearing on this year's Hell or High Water. So referee, go ahead and announce the winner due to forfeit.
They then signaled for the Blackest Hours tag team matchup to start. And that's exactly what happened as Adam Banks and Alex Kingston came to the ring to take them on. They made the mistake of mocking the Blackest Hour.
Putting on the Blackest Hours jackets, and oh, this is going to end badly. Blackest Hour took care of the Don.
They got disqualified. Banks and Kingston did get the victory. However, something bigger happened. You see, Team All-Star came out in the form of Big Vin and Sebastian Sander, and they brought back up.
Who is it?
Brad West! Brad is back!
Brad West is back in Explosive Pro Wrestling.
Oh!
I heard that you put EPW on notice. You said that if anybody committed a sin against the Blackest Hour, they'd be dead like Team All-Star. Let me tell you something, Sanders. Team All-Star is alive and well.
Next up was some triple threat action to find out who was going to get the next spots in the Invitational Tournament. It was Hollywood. Carl Stereo taking on Shotgun Tyler Jacobs, and of course the Hardcore Shield holder, Chase Griffin. Chase Griffin now. He goes for another, but gets caught. Oh.
Captures the scouted.
Reverse runner, wow!
Hollywood now goes behind.
Oh, back break. Oh, gun waiting for him. And Shotgun.
Here we go!
Nails it! First up, Hollywood picked up a spot, leaving just Tyler Jacobs and Chase Griffin. These two men fought tooth and nail to get that final spot. It was Chase Griffin who scored the big win. That wasn't the end of the saga though, as Tyler Jacobs downright snapped. And he then took the Hardcore Shield and beat the living hell out of Chase Griffin till he was left bloodied and bruised on the floor. Next up in action, let's talk about as big as it gets, a triple threat tag team tables matchup. The EPW tag team titles were on the line as the defending champions, Team Murder Death Kill, consisting of Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes, took on the Diamonds in the Rough, Damian Slater and AZ Vergara, and the third team consisting of Lord, Jonathan Wimbledon, and Chris Weiss. Doing what they do best right now.
Oh! Of what we know from Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes. Probably going to be pretty quiet in this matchup. Probably won't see too much of Amber.
Got to tell you, the fans certainly love seeing Amber go through that table. Oh!
The new sensation of Australian wrestling.
It's pure muscle and power as he lifts up AZ Vergara. Eliminated so early on.
The vision, I mean, Slater went for the German. Oh,
wow.
Face of Damien Slater.
It's essentially 4-on-2.
Oh.
Nichols now. Oh, gets him. He's the alive player. Mikey was perched on top, about to put Johnny Wimbledon through the table when, well, the diamonds in the rough grabbed his leg, stopped him from taking down Jonathan Wimbledon. Jonathan Wimbledon hit the sliced bread number 2, and bam, new tag team champions. New champs! Lord Jonathan Wimbledon and Chris Weiss upset one of the greatest teams in the history of EPW, Team Murder Death Kill, Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes, to become the new EPW Tag Team Champions. Next up in one-on-one action, Nate Dooley taking on Gavin McGavin. And Nate Dooley, well, he said he wasn't prepared to wrestle.
I got some bad news for you, kid. There is no way you will ever share a ring with Nate Dooley. You are not good enough. You are not a big enough star. But most importantly of all, this is a $1,500 outfit. And I am not going to waste it.
The bloodied and beaten up. Sorry, $1,500. My bad. Whoa.
Choking him with his tie.
It'll get you fired in some places of the world, but right.
It was on Sunrise on Channel 7. Well, that's just nasty.
Coming off the ropes, copping some knees for his trouble. Dooley drops him with a kryptonite. Nate Dooley, barely clothed anymore, hit the kryptonite punch and got the 1, 2, 3 and left with the victory, but losing a little bit of dignity, which brought us to our main event. Now, this match was scheduled to be the Iron Man Davis Storm taking on the current EPW champion, Jamie Jura. However, this match did not take place as we hoped it would. Jamie Jura said in his contract he only has to face the #1 contender, and that was not Davis Storm. So Davis Storm was out of the picture. However, Brett Corvus did instate Davis Storm's help as the special guest referee. So it would now be Jamie Jura taking on the actual #1 contender, Jay Taylor, one-on-one.
Epic.
When we saw a match.
Remember a time when the crowd would clap along with Jamie. Smarties does not see Jay Taylor go off the top rope. Top rope. Oh.
Wow.
It's Gary. Death Valley driver.
Davis Storm calling it as fairly as he could, however, avoiding disqualifications, knowing that if Jamie was disqualified, he would still keep the belt, so Jamie used that to his advantage. Not a position Jamie wants to be in.
Oh. Cutter!
It's a cutter!
Jura. Oh.
JT, I don't know if it was the boot or the belt.
No, he's gone now. No one can take 2 of those.
And at the end of the day, Jamie Jura scored the victory and walked away still your EPW champion. Interestingly enough, after the match, Davis Storm hitting the Eye of the Storm on Jamie Jura. Then as he went to assist Jay Taylor, well, Jay Taylor, he kind of got confused as to who it was, thought it was Jamie, and nailed Davis Storm with a massive cutter. Certainly not the way we wanted to see the night end, with Jamie walking away still champion, but still, there's hope for the future because we have a big show coming up. It's our Telethon Bash. It's happening at the 14th of August at the Cyril Jackson Rec Center in Bassendean. You want to be there on the 14th of August because we have a big explosive pro wrestling tournament, and the winner of that tournament will get a title shot at Reawakening. It's going to be huge. You do not want to miss it. My name's Lukey Bolland, reporting exclusively for EPWPerth.com. I'll see you at the Telethon Bash.